Hello. This particular broadcast is brought to you by the Prepare Things in Advance to Make Sure Everything's Sorted School of Doing Things Properly. It's not Sesame Street, it may as well be. I thought everything was sorted. I did not check this morning to check my guests were available. They are not, neither of them. So I will still go ahead. It will not be the same broadcast. Both guests will be on future shows and we shall see what we shall see. But I should really check. I went to bed very late, not really thinking. I thought everything was sorted and it isn't sorted. And this is going to be really more about self-care, making sure that you know what's happening. There's a little fly flying about and not getting stressed during the Fringe. I am not at the Fringe. I'm still getting stressed. So this is a case in point. We will see what we shall, prepare. So if you've got guests to your show, people that are doing shows, they might change. So be adaptable. Be adaptable and fluid and just go with the flow, really. Being fluid is really a great advice for all types of situations. I don't know whether I'm going to make more than 10 minutes of this show. I don't know whether anybody's going to jump into watching it. If anybody starts watching it, then you can ask me questions and then maybe we'll respond to them. If not, we'll just see what we shall see. Seeing as there's nobody here anyway, and I didn't really promote it, it's probably just as well. These things happen. But if you are up at the Fringe and you're doing a show, and the show suddenly, for some reason, can't be done, or other people aren't available, there's illnesses, there's just tiredness, people haven't got up in time, people have got a little bit, maybe they've stayed up late and done things, or they're just not available. There's many reasons, and none of it's insurmountable. You just have to go with it, really. And this is not insurmountable in that I have rearranged for some of the guests, and some of the guests were just not available, and I just assumed they were. And this is my bad. Things happen. Things have to get changed. For instance, yesterday, I had to deal with a problem where a lot of shows got changed. I helped with the Free Fringe. A lot of shows got changed because they were given the wrong information. And that, in some cases, was fine. People could just be rescheduled somewhere else. Some people were completely fine with that. Other people, they printed flyers and the flyers had the wrong information on them. Now, this is a problem. I, one year, had completely the wrong date and the wrong time. It said 2,400 hours, which is not a time. It doesn't exist. 2,400 hours would be, in normal person's talk, either 12 midnight or, if you're dealing with the Fringe, 0000. So I had to get a load of stickers and try and sort that out. So I had 5,000 flyers printed. Printers flyered even. I didn't flyer any printers. I could have done. It was my fault, though, completely my fault. And I had to sort that out. And these things happen. Other times, there's just the venue just is it's not suitable, it's not available, something happens. Sometimes the venue closes halfway through your run and you have to be rescheduled somewhere else. One year the venue closed and we had to find somewhere else for a load of shows, and it was sort of behind the main venue, a different venue, and it was very ramshackle, not at all suitable. People coped, just about, but things aren't ideal. Really, you think you get promises are made, things are done, you just end up doing different things to what you thought, which is very much like life, really, very much like life. Now, the good thing here is there's nobody here, so I can if the audience doesn't come and you're still there, then you can probably pack up after about 20 minutes, more than that even. Just stay in the venue to make sure that everything's fine and turn away people. It's like, hey, there's another show, or you can come back tomorrow. You just have to really work with it. And this is what I'm here for today. There's another show coming along shortly. You can see many other shows. You can see some of the shows that I did this week. They are in a playlist. What is it now? Playlist. So go and watch those. There's lots of people that turned up, and the people that were going to come today, through no fault of their own, it's my fault for not checking, are not available today. So we will reschedule that. And they will definitely be on the show at a later date. We've got 2 more weeks of shows, so all sorts of people are going to be there. I'm still getting guests, still sorting it all out. I've got all sorts of guests lined up for next week. Who have I got? I've got probably Nikki Lowe one day. I haven't got definite dates for these. But somebody, yes, I've got loads of people. Almost there's my schedule that's still working on it, but I've got people and all sorts of people are going to be joining me. And if you are doing a show on the Fringe and you want to be interviewed next week, then that's good. I do welcome your input. We've been having 2 guests today. I've got no guests. If I've got 5 guests, then I can work with anything up to 9 guests with this. So it'll be just little dots of people all over this. If that happens, which from today's just me is probably not going to happen, but it could happen. It could. You don't know. So this is just to say, if you've tuned in, which you haven't, if you've tuned in to see the guests, they will be appearing shortly, and other guests too. And just watch other shows that I've put up. There's loads of them, and that means that I've got free time because there's nobody here to talk to. But if there is anything that you want to discuss in future episodes, then you can comment below once it gets processed and gets put up, and we will maybe discuss those next week. I've got another show tonight. This same thing, I've got just me to blame if I don't turn up. I didn't turn up on Wednesday because I was feeling a bit woozy and strange, a little bit stressed out. So I am planning to do a show tonight at 7 o'clock. So you can just see whether it happens. I think it will, but I don't know. The day is short and the day is still to come and all sorts of things. Hello, one person that's tuned in. Hello. I'm just going to stay with you for a little while. I was just saying the guests that I was supposed to be interviewing are not available, and I didn't check until 20 minutes before the broadcast to see my messages, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. But hello, one person that's watching and other people that may tune in later. These things happen. These things happen. And this person's gone now, so I can go to and tune in at a later date, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.